Dear students, today we'll see the way how we can work with binary subtraction in data frames. Binary subtraction in data frames. Subtraction binary operation using general minus operator or by using sub function and by using reverse sub function, that is R sub function. You can perform subtract binary operation on two data frames objects using either minus operator or using sub as per syntax df1 data frame object 1 dot sub of data frame object 2, which means df1 data frame object 1 minus data frame object 2, or by using r sub, that is reverse subtract as per syntax. You can see data frame object 1 dot r sub of data frame object 2, which means data frame object 2 minus data frame object 1. So here we need to know that the difference between two functions. Sub is subtraction from left object to right object, whereas in R sub is subtracting from right object to left object. That is what which you can see the difference, the way how we can make use, how it works actually, the predefined functions of sub and R sub. Predefined functions of sub and R sub. So here also same like earlier, which we used four different data frame objects when we did binary addition operation. Same way we will take those four data frame objects and we will work on subtraction operation. We will work on subtraction operation. As usual, you can import pandas module as well as numpy module. So import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, then create the array object, then create the data frame object. Yes, the data frame object column headers abc. So same way, import modules, then create the array object 2, then create the data frame object 2, then use column headers abc. Same way, create data frame, sorry, array object 3, then data frame object df3, then use column headers abc, column headers abc. Same way, create the array object 4 and then create data frame object 4. So now once you create all the four data frame objects, then you will be able to perform an operation. You will be able to perform an operation between any two objects, between any two data frame objects. So that is df1 minus df2. When you perform an operation, so output which you will see are negative numbers, because df1 which contains 1 2 3 and df2 which was contains 20 30 40. Okay, so 1 minus, sorry, 1 second, let's look at the data of df2. Okay, so df1 1 minus 10, which means minus 9, 2 minus 20 minus 18, 3 minus 30 minus 17. Let's see same manner, 4 minus 40 minus 36, 5 minus 50 minus 45, 6 minus 60 minus 54, and 7 minus 70 minus 63, and 8 minus 80 minus 72, 9 minus 90, then minus 81. Let's see same thing which we got it as an output once we applied as. You can see the output when it subtracts from data frame object 1 to data frame object 2. Yes. Now when you make use df1 data frame object 1 sub of data frame object 2, the function. Okay, so which also works like actual meaning of formula, which works like df1 minus df2. So in this case also, which will get same manner as an output. minus 9, minus 18, minus 27, minus 36, minus 45, minus 54, minus 63, minus 72 and minus 81. Minus 81, which will get as an output. Same way, these two will give you the same kind of result, these two statements. There are another set of statements which you can see now. Yes, df1 minus df3, data frame object 1 minus data frame object 3, data frame object 1 which contains 3 rows and 3 columns, data frame object 3 which contains 2 rows and 3 columns. And here calculation will be done only matched indexes, and non-matching indexes will be stored non-values. That's why third row which you will see complete non-values. Okay, and also so one particular column, if it is any one of the value cell value which becomes non-value, that complete data if it is integer also, which will be upgraded automatically floating point numbers, because non-value comes under floating point numbers in Python programming. So integer won't be able to store non-value, that way automatically which will upgrade the floating numbers. Okay, so now df1 1 minus df3 index value 100, 1 minus 100 minus 19. Same way 2 minus 200 minus 198, then 3 minus 300 minus 297. Same way 4 minus 400 minus 396, 5 minus 500 minus 495, then 6 minus 600 minus 594. Okay, that is how df1 minus df3 operation will work, and the output which we got. Same way df1 sub of df3, df1 sub of df3, which works same like, and you will get the same output as an output. Okay, so this is another set of statements which will give you the same result, another set of two statements. Same way, df1 minus data frame object 1 minus data frame object 4. So when you calculate, so here data frame object again which contains 3 rows and 3 columns, and data frame object 4 which contains 3 rows 2 columns, and third column completely which you will see non-matching indexes, non-values. Okay, so here, so 1 minus 1000 minus 999, 1 minus, sorry, 2 minus 2000 minus 1998. Same way, another one is 4 minus 4000 minus 3996. Same way 5 minus 5000 minus 4995. Same way which you will see 7 minus 7000, which you will see 6993, and 8 minus 8000 minus 7992. So same way which you apply df1 dot sub of df4, which will give the same result which we got df1 minus df4. Another two set of statements which they will give same result. So here, while looking at these three different examples, which you can come to know that, so general subtraction and by using sub function, both statements which will give you always same result. Both set of statements which will give you same result. So general subtraction, object 1 minus object 2, okay, then same objects which you use a sub function which will give the same result. Now when you go for another set of statements, that is object 2 minus object 1. Okay, so here object 2, data frame object 2 minus data frame object 1. So 10 minus 1 9, 20 minus 2 18, 30 minus 3 27, 40 minus 4 36, 50 minus 5 45, 60 minus 6 54, 70 minus 7 63, 80 minus 8, 72, 90 minus 9, 81. Okay, so for this, you see here this particular way. So df1 data frame object 1 r sub, that is reverse subtraction of df2, which means df2 minus df1, which will also give you the same result. Which will also give you the same result. The statements which you can see here clearly, the way how this subtraction which works. df1 minus df2 is not equivalent to df2 minus df1. Okay, so that is how which you need to understand the way how this subtraction operation which works. Same way which we worked with other operation df1 minus df3, which is not equivalent to df3 minus df1. Okay, so that's how which you will see. So now same manner which you can take it as this. Yes, another one is df3 minus df1, and df1 dot reverse subtract of df3. So which we work same manner which you can see as an output. df4 minus df1, which we were calculated df1 minus df4 earlier, and which we apply here df1 dot r sub of df4. Okay, so which means df4 minus df1. So same set of results, each two statements which you execute, you will get as an output. Note, as you can see that df1 minus data frame object 1 minus data frame object 2 is equal to, so df1 dot sub of df2, but df2 minus df1 is equal to df1 dot r sub of df2. Okay, so that is how which you can see here this statement is equivalent, that is df1 plus df2, sorry, minus. In the case of minus, this becomes like this. Now here you will see df2 minus df1. So that is why df1 minus df2, which is also the function sub also which will work like df1 minus df2. That's why these both statements df1 minus df2 and df1 dot sub of df2, which will give you same result, whereas df2 minus df1 is equivalent to df1 or sub of df2, which is nothing but df2 minus df1. These both types of statements which will give you same result. So if you are performing subtraction on two data frames, make sure the data types of values are subtraction compatible. So when you are working with two different data frames and the operation which you want to perform binary subtraction, then you must make sure that data types of values are compatible or same type. So you cannot subtract two strings, otherwise Python will raise an error. Otherwise Python will raise an error. Okay, so that is how which takes place when it comes to the subtraction operation, binary subtraction. Now we'll see the practical example. We'll execute this in practical. Import pandas as pd. Import the numpy module also. create the array object, create the data frame object 1. Yes. We'll create first all the objects, then we'll print all the objects. Array object 2, create data frame object 2, same way. Create array object 3, then create data frame object 3, same way. Create data frame object 4, sorry, array object 4, then create data frame object 4. Okay. Now once you create the objects, different data frame objects, then we'll perform an operation. We'll perform an operation how we can execute. First we'll see df1 and df2. df1 and df2. We'll just print the df1 object, then df2 object. Now we'll perform an operation df1 minus df2. Okay, which you can look at that the actual data which it was displayed, that value minus this value, matched indexes will be subtracted. Non-matching indexes, we know that, which will store non values. So here both the data frame objects which contains 3 rows and 3 columns, df1 and df2. So here operation will be done successfully. df1 dot sub of df2. So df1 dot sub of df2. Okay, we'll see df1 minus df2 and df1 dot sub of df2, which give you same result as an output, because sub of df2 is nothing but so df1 minus df2. Okay, between these two same thing. Another way which you can see, so these two are equivalent. When you make it as df2 minus df1, okay, now see this is the output, and df1 dot r sub of df2. Okay, so reverse subtraction means df2 minus df1, which gives you same result. Suppose if you apply df1, yeah, these two set of statements is same result which will give you. So now you can see above df1 dot sub of df2, which is not equivalent to df2 minus df1. Okay, so that's why, so those set of statements is same result, and this set of statements is same result. So now same way 1 and 3 which you can perform. Before performing 1 and 3, just print the objects 1 and 3. Now you perform an operation df1 minus df3. You can see then df1 dot sub of df3. You can see both will give you same result. Then other way, df3 minus df1, which will give you positive value, their negative value which we saw, negative values also. Okay, same way df1 dot r sub of reverse subtract of df3. These two set of statements which will give you same result. Okay, and non-matching indexes, which you can see clearly, non-values are stored. Non-values are stored into the data frame. Same way, which we applied, another one is df1 and df4. Yes, we will work with df1 and df4. Print df1 data, df4 data. Yes, you can see. Now you perform df1 minus df4. Same way, df1 dot sub of df4, which gives you same result. Suppose if you go other way, df4 minus df1, which you can see positive numbers now, because bigger value minus lower value, small value. Then same manner, df1 dot r sub of df4. Okay, so you see the output now, these two types of statements which give you same result. Like that, you can work with 2 and 3 also, any two data frame objects. Okay, df2 minus df3. Same way, df2 sub of df3, which you can see same set of result. When you work with other way, df3 minus df2, then df2 r sub of df3. You can see that is how two set of statements which will give you same result. Earlier in addition, three set of statements which we saw same result, but here so two set of statements which will give you same result as an output. So that is how which you can work with. Okay, work with such a way that 2 and 3 which we worked same way, 3 and 4 also which you can work, data frame 3, data frame 4, df3 minus df4, then df3 dot sub of df4. Okay, which gives you same result. Same way, df4 minus df3, then df3 r sub of df4. See, another two set of statements which gives you same result. Okay, now we will execute this subtraction operation in script file. We worked with so far interactive mode. Now script file which you can execute. I already created an application which you can see. So import pandas as pd, import numpy as numpy, and created array object 1, data frame object 1, array object 2, data frame object 2, array object 3, data frame object 3, array object 4, and data frame object 4, and which we printed 1, 2, 3, 4, all the objects, and which you want to perform subtraction as between two objects. Yes, 1 and 2 which you made it subtraction, then 1 and 3 which it was made, then 1 and 4. Okay, such a way that which you made it, then you can execute the statement. So once you done the application writing, then go to say file menu, save the application, save as, choose your location, give the file name .py and click save, then go to run menu, click run module. See all the operations almost which we made it such a way that 1 and 4, 1 and 3 objects which you can see. These two gives you same result between df1 and df3 object, and these two which will give you same result which you see. Same way these two subtraction which you will see same result, and which we printed all the 4 objects data, which we printed all the data frame objects 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Now suppose if you want to make changes in our application, so what we made here between these two, now what we will do, we will make these two only between, then now just make it as 2 and 1 now, between 2 and 1 reverse way which we do the subtraction. Same manner here also 1 and 2, okay. R sub, this is earlier was sub and R sub means reverse subtract, okay. R sub. Now see these two statements, this will give you same result and this will give you same result, but when you compare this result with this result it will be different. So here also we'll just print only 1 and 2 data frame objects data, okay. Now save your application. Now we are working with only 1 and 2 different ways. Save application, go to run menu, click the run module. Yes, you can see these two statements were given same result when you apply df1 minus df2 and df1 dot sub of df2. This also gives you df1 minus df2 second statement. Same way other way, when you made it df2 minus df1, the result and df1 dot r sub of df2 reverse subtraction, which is nothing but df2 minus df1. These two statements which gives you same result. It will give you same result. We just printed the two objects, and on those two objects which we perform operation, so general subtraction, that is minus operator using, and sub function, subtract function and reverse subtract function, with the way how we can make use. Same manner you can work with on any other two objects. You can take it as df1 df3, yes, you can make use, and df1 df4 and 2 and 3, and same way which you can see 2 and 4 and 3 and 4. So like that which you can practice and you can see. So everywhere the way how kinds of result which you will get these two types of statements which you will see same result, another way which you will see these two types of statements which will give you same result. So I hope now you understand that the way how you can make use binary subtraction. The way how you can make use binary subtraction. Binary subtraction of data frames, two data frames. Binary operation, binary subtract operation in two different data types. Now we'll be able to perform operation on any two data frames which are having same data type are compatible, which will be able to work like integers, float, but strings cannot be done. String values cannot be done. So that we need to understand while working with data frames operation, binary subtraction. We'll see another concept. Now we'll be able to work with this the way how I was shown you. So you can work all a combination of between two objects which you'll be able to practice. Then you'll be able to understand the concept of subtraction, binary operation in data frames. Python pandas data frames. We'll continue another operation, multiplication, another class. Thank you.